Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. So we are going to be doing a nice quick little practice today, and the name of our flow is going to be Happy Hips. So it is going to be pretty restorative, maybe with a little bit of vinyasa, a little bit of fire added in there, but like I said, not too much. We're going to be pretty chill today. So we're finding those happy hips. So just coming into a seated position here. As usual, we're just taking a moment just to find stillness. So I want you to drop the hands either on top of the knees or just into the lap. Allow the eyes to close. We're just going to take a few breaths here. Take a moment of stillness. Allowing the mind and the body to drop into this space and time. You've carved this time out of your day. So allow yourself to truly enjoy it. Imagining your hips as if they had roots growing out of them like a tree, intertwining with the earth below you. You are rooted and connected. You are strong and powerful like a tree. Allow all your weight to drop into the hips and the legs. Feeling heavy, planted on the earth. Taking a few more breaths here. I ask that you let go of your day, where you've been and come from, what you've done. Drop into this time and space, the present moment, the only time that actually exists. And be with you. And be with your happy hips. Or at least by the end of the flow, they will be. When you're ready, just bring a gentle sway into the body. In your own time, finding stillness and opening up the eyes. And from here, we are going to come into a butterfly position. So just taking the soles of the feet together. You're welcome to have the feet as close in or as far away as you would like. Maybe try both, see which you prefer. Taking the hands onto the feet with a nice tall spine. Just take a few breaths here. Not too long. When you're ready, allow the hands to meet the earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, allow yourself to take a fold forwards. Allow the head to gently begin to drop towards the earth in your own time. If you can feel yourself pushing or pulling yourself into any positions today, I ask that you just flip your palms in your essence of surrender into this pose. Allow your body weight to be the only force. Our body responds so much better when we allow it the time and the space to open up properly. Often we come away with injuries if we push ourselves a little bit too hard, too fast. Nice and slowly walking the hands back up towards the legs. When you're ready, take the arms above the head. We're going to take a twist. Take a twist to the right hand side, placing that right hand down on the earth behind you. The left hand meets the right knee or thigh, and you're just going to gaze over the shoulder. 2 breaths here. Not too long, just a gentle little stretch for the spine. When you're ready, the arms come above the head to face center, coming straight over to that left hand side this time. The left hand drops behind you on the earth. The right hand meets the left knee or thigh, gazing over that shoulder. When you're ready, the arms come above the head. Exhale as the hands drop down, and you're just going to bring the hands just under the knees just to help the legs close. Dropping the hands down behind you, just taking a gentle little windshield wipe from left to right. When you're ready, making your way into tabletop position on the hands and the knees. From here, I'm just going to get you to lift up that right knee. You're just going to drop it just behind the hands. From here, you're going to shuffle that left leg back, and you're going to lift that left knee off the earth. So tucking under the toes, lifting that left knee. From here, we're going to find just a little bit of a variation to our normal cat and cows. So as you inhale, you're going to gaze forwards. As you exhale, you're going to round through the back and the spine, dropping the head towards the arms. Inhale, take the gaze forwards. Exhale, rounding. You're going to carry on with this in your own time. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, round through. Feeling that beautiful stretch in the left hip space. Carry on in your own time. We're not going to be here for too long, just finding a few rounds. When you're ready, finding stillness, I want you to take that right hand, you're just going to place it in the center of the mat. Turning on that right leg, you're just going to take the foot just behind you. Allowing that left heel just to turn, allowing the toes to face the ceiling. From here, you're going to take that the left arm above the head. Take a big stretch here. Take the gaze under the armpit for 3 breaths. When you're ready, dropping that left arm back, you're going to turn all the way back to center, dropping that left knee, and you can bring that right knee back. Just take a little shuffle, a little wiggle here, anything you need. From here, we're just going to do the same on the other side, taking that left knee just into the center of the mat, just behind the hands. Tucking under the right toes, lifting that right knee. As you inhale, you're going to take the gaze forwards. Exhaling as you round through the back and the spine, drop the head. Inhale, take the gaze forwards. Exhale, rounding. Carry on with this in your own time, at your own pace. When you're ready, finding stillness, taking that left hand to the center of the mat, taking a turn on that left knee to take the leg behind, allowing those right toes to fall to the ceiling. Take the right arm above the head, gazing under that right armpit for 3 breaths. When you're ready, drop that right hand to the earth. Coming all the way back round, planting both knees onto the mat. From here, I want you just to take the knees nice and wide, about mat width apart. In your own time, allow the hips to drop onto the feet with nice long arms resting the forehead on the earth. Take a few breaths here. Take a moment to feel into the hip space. We're just going to find a little side stretch from here. So I want you to take both hands, walk them over towards that right hand side of the mat. Placing the left hand on top of the right, allow the head to fall between the arms. Take a few breaths. I'm not going to stay here for too long. If you're not really feeling much of a stretch, just walk both hands a little bit further round to the right. When you're ready, uncrossing the hands, make your way back to center. You're going to come straight over to the left hand side. So bring both hands to the left side of the mat. Taking the right hand on top of the mat, allow your head to fall between the arms. Inviting in that length and space across the right side of the body with every inhale. 2 more breaths. Coming back to center when you're ready. From here, we're going to come back straight into that tabletop position onto the hands and the knees, and we're going to come into our first and our last downward facing dog. So spreading those fingertips nice and wide, tuck under the toes, send the hips towards the sky, press those armpits to the back of the room. Gentle bend in the knees if you need to, take a little pedal here, bending one knee after the other. The gaze lands just between the ankles or the knees. Finding stillness here, and I just want you to walk the feet about mat width apart. You're just going to allow the heels just to turn slightly inwards. Nice and slowly, you're going to begin to walk the hands towards the feet. As you do, you're going to take a deep bend into both knees here. You may need a little bit of a shuffle around here. Allowing the hands just to plant on the earth in front of you. With as tall of a spine as you can get here. Just going to turn front on so you can see my positioning maybe a little bit better. Again, if you need a little shuffle around, you're more than welcome. If you're up on the tippy toes, do not worry at all. If you would like to find a little bit of balance here, maybe get a little bit of a deeper stretch into the hip space, you're welcome to take the palms together, just actively pressing away the legs with the elbows. I'm going to be here for 3 or 4 more breaths. When you're ready, allowing the hands to just drop behind you. Sitting down, just taking those legs out a little bit. We're going to find the windshield wipers from left to right. From here, we're going to come back into our seated position just as we started our class. I want you to take that left foot. You're just going to pull it out from wherever it is. That right leg's just going to cross nice and flat on the earth. From here, I'm going to give you a few options. So depending how you're feeling today, how your hips are feeling, you're very welcome just to leave that foot just out in front of the right. Or you are very welcome, you may need to move that right foot a little bit, but you're going to take that right foot or the right ankle just to rest on that right knee or that right hip, thigh. So again, you're welcome to rest it here, or just rest it here in our square pose. If you have got that foot up on the knee, I just ask that you move that right foot just out a little bit. You may need to help it along, just so that we're kind of making a bit of a square here. From here, you're going to place the hands on the earth in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk those hands forward. I want you to take it to the point where you start to begin to feel the stretch in the hip space, in the legs. But you're not in pain. You could stay here for a few breaths. Taking it as far as we can implies that you are pushing yourself beyond your limits, and this is not what we want to find today. If you can, you're welcome to settle onto the forearms, dropping the head towards the earth. Take some deep breaths here. Taking 2 more breaths. Nice and slowly making your way back up to a seated position. And you're going to uncross the legs here. Just take them nice and long, just for a little moment. This time we're going to cross the legs the other way. So that left leg is going to be nice and flat on the earth. And you're going to have the same options. You can take that right foot and just place it just out in front. It's absolutely fine. Or if you would like to, taking that foot just on top of that left knee. Again, maybe just shuffling out that left foot a little bit just so it's under that right knee. Just so we've got that little bit of a square between the knees and the hips. From here, you're going to plant the hands on the earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk those hands forwards. Allow the head to settle towards the earth once you reach that point, that edge. A reminder of how different the left and the right sides of the body are here. And I invite you to not match the depth of each side. Meet your body where it is at. Remember, you are human. We are not equally balanced on the left and the right side physically. In time, we may get there, but it's not a requirement at all. It is completely natural. Taking 3 more breaths. When you're ready, walk the hands back up towards the body. Drop the hands behind you. You're going to just uncross those legs. Take the windshield wipe from left to right. With this, we're just moving any energy that was maybe stuck or any tightness or tension and just allowing it to flow through. You don't want to leave it stagnant in the hip space, else it will just recollect. And from here, meeting me in the seated position, just as we started our class. Allow the hands to drop onto the knees or into the lap with a tall spine. You close down your eyes. As I said, today was a nice and quick, little happy hips flow. I hope your hips are feeling a little bit more open with a little bit more space. We often hold some heavy emotions in that hip space. I ask if anything bubbles up today for you or has already bubbled up. You meet yourself with kindness and with love, with no expectation or judgment. You just notice. Our hips are a really important place for us to keep stretching. It really allows us to be mobile. As we sit here, we are allowing our practice to be absorbed into our muscles, our tissues, every cell of your being. Any stagnant energy is now flowing freely through the body. In your own time, the arms come above the head. Place the palms together, bring the hands to the heart space. As always, I like to end our class giving thanks to our mind and to our body for allowing us to show up today. Take a moment here. Although this was a slow, sleepy class and quite short, it does not by any means mean it was easy. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.